Hello, my name's Jim Moran, and thanks very much for joining us for Be Savvy when you're using accelerated learning. You can reach me at jim@simplifyiso.com or over here on the SimplifyIso website. This handy contact button will put us together. I started working with accelerated learning about 10 years ago, and basically, accelerated learning improves the effectiveness of any training course, any training program you can imagine, any training programs you're doing now. One guiding principle that I always use when I'm delivering training is to have 80% exercises and 20% me lecturing. You can think of it as the 80-20 rule. The savvy that we're talking about in the introduction stands for these 4 words related to accelerated learning. The first one, as you can see, is somatic learning. And you could say learning by doing and moving. One example of including this in your training would be to have people go up to a flip chart, have people create a flow chart on a wall. I often do this in any standards training. We put horizontal strips of flowchart paper up and mark out the process steps with 3x3 sticky notes using the diamonds for a decision corner. Any kind of active learning where people get out of their chairs. Creating pictograms is another tool I've used for identifying the steps of doing an audit, for example. The A, you'll see, stands for auditory, and this is learning by talking and hearing. Get people to translate their experiences into words, into sound, talk about what they're learning. I'll often have teams take a clause like ISO 9001 5.1.1 management requirements and have them create a presentation from them using Aristotle's rule of 3. Any situation where people are talking, that will be the auditory part of savvy. The third one you'll see here is visual, learning both by watching, by observing, and by creating visual elements. A great exercise here is to take a series of requirements and turn them into pictograms. Often in a class I will Google the word pictogram and it gives people ideas on what to do. I also mentioned that the human brain processes visual information 60,000 times faster than text. This is why any hazardous good identification symbols are pictures rather than words. As we've all heard so many times, a picture is literally worth 1,000 words. The I stands for intellectual, learning by problem solving, reflecting. Intellectual learners like to engage in activities such as solving problems, analyzing experiences, doing strategic planning, generating creative ideas. Oftentimes in our case studies, this particular part of savvy works so beautifully. It's not that easy to build all these features into an online training course, but we've tried to do as much as we can. We definitely have some visuals included, and there's a link to the training course and the preview right below the video. If you'd like to see how our platform can help you manage your training activities, come on over here to our website, click on this big green button, and we'll take 10 or 15 minutes to see if it's a fit for you. And I sure hope you join us the next time for Are You Following the 4 Phases of Learning? Bye for now.